We can just proceed with the Linux one. Then once you are able to install, you will share your screen so that we show the other members how to do it in Windows. Now, if you have managed to install it in Windows, let me just share my screen. Yeah, so if you have managed to install it, in Windows, we have Windows. There's that part where you click on Windows, you go to, you look, I don't know exactly where the www directory will be located in Windows, but in Linux, where that folder is located is you come to other locations, then my computer, and you go to var, then you locate this one. So in Windows also, once you install, what do you call it? The XAMPP or WAMP, it will also come with this folder. Then if you open this folder, inside it, we have an HTML file. So this is where you put all the web files. So if I click on this, I'll be able to get these folders. So to install a WordPress, what happens is, once you install XAMPP and WAMP, you will be able to, if you type, for example, localhost in your browser, once you have XAMPP or WAMP installed, if you click on localhost, you will get something like this. So because I'm using Ubuntu, that's why it's showing Ubuntu, but for you, it might show something different. So if it is successfully installed, you'll be able to get this. Then for Windows, you can create, you can also access from localhost, you can access my PHP my admin. So this is where you will be interacting actually with the database, something like this. So probably when you are doing installation, you will not have set the password for your database. But for me, I've already set the password. So I'm assuming that you have installed XAMPP and you are able to access this part here. So what you do is you log in. If you had set a password, you log in with a password. No, for Windows by default, it will come without a password. So you just leave that blank and log in. So if you log in, you access this. This is what manager was showing when he was downloading that thing, the XAMPP one. So here, once you are here, you create a database. Because remember, I said that a WordPress website works with a database. But before we create a database, maybe you need to come up with the name of the database that you are creating. So let's say we want to develop a website dealing with what? For example, Kevin, can you give us an example of a site that we want to deal with?
Which one can I give?
What's your
the one dealing with the making of shop?
Yes.
Maybe the one dealing with the making of soap.
Making soap.
Yes.
Okay. So the other guys have joined now. I think we can. I can just repeat what I said. So for those who have just admitted now, what I was explaining is, once you have XAMPP and WAMP correctly installed, if you come to localhost, this is now, if you see a screen like this, it will show you that the installation was successful. So for Linux, this one servers will start automatically. There's a way you do it, then it starts automatically. For Windows, you will click on that example one, and then restart the services manually, or you can enable them to start whenever the computer starts. This for localhost. Then if you want to access the database, you put a slash and type PHP myadmin. It brings something like this. So localhost can also be accessed through an IP address 127.0.0.1. It brings the same thing. So here also you can put PHP my admin to access the database platform. So here you will give the database name. So normally if you install it in Windows, it will come with a default database name or username, which is root, and it normally doesn't have a password. So we'll just log in. For mine, I've already set up the password, so I'll log in. Then once I'm here, I click new to create a database. So let's say I'm creating a website dealing with, let's say SOAP, as I said. So we say SOAP DB, or we give it your preferred name, you click like that. Then after doing that, you now need to download WordPress and install. So you go to WordPress, just say download, go to Google, type download WordPress. Then you click on this. It brings this one. This is the current version, which is working with PHP 7.4. So whenever you get, for example, I'll show you later on when we'll be doing hosting, you will be able to see the PHP version that you want to work with. So let me just download this WordPress. I'm seeing it's 38 seconds remaining. Just a few minutes, it's downloading. So the WordPress, it doesn't matter whether you are working with Linux or Windows. It is the same. You just download it the same. Whether you are on Linux or Windows, it is the same files. So let it complete downloading. Yeah, so now that it has downloaded, what you do is you will go to where it has been downloaded at, which is at downloads. So this is the file that we have downloaded. Then what we do from here, we unzip it. So you right click and say extract here. So after extracting, this is the WordPress itself, the files. We can open it and see what we have. So it has another folder inside it. Then if we open this, we have this file. So these are the files that we are going to use with. So what we are going to do, instead of going to these files, we are going to rename this folder and give it the name of our project. So let's say our project was what? SOAP, like that. So we rename it like that. Then we copy this file and we are going to paste it inside the HTML folder. If you remember, I showed you where the HTML folder is. So we copy this, then we go to HTML folder. In Linux, HTML folder is located at other locations. Then we go to computer. Under computer, we go to var, then www. Then inside here, we paste our SOAP there. Okay. Now, after pasting our SOAP here, how do we now work with it as a website? You come back to your browser here, where you had your database. So here, you can type either this one or localhost. Let me work with the localhost, which is now that I say that we need to not to remember the IP addresses, we can work with the domain name. So in this case, localhost is like our domain name. So once you put localhost, you place slash, then you type the name of the site or the name of the folder that we have just pasted in the HTML directory. So it was SOAP. Then press enter. It brings you this. So here, you proceed with the installation now. So it is saying that welcome to our WordPress. Before getting started, you will need to know the following items. So we need to know the database name. We had already created the database. You remember it was SOAPDB. The username, which was root. Database password. If you didn't set, it will be blank. For mine, I did set. Then the database host. So let's say we know all these things. So what do we do next? You click, let's go. We give it our database name. What was our database name? Kevin, do you remember our database name? Or Edwin?
_db.
SOAP
SOAPDB.
DB. What was the username? Root. Then we give it our password. That is the password that I've set for my local host. Database host, you just leave it as that. Prefix, you can just leave it at like that. Then you submit. Then it says that unable to write the config file. You can create wp-config.php manually and paste the following text in it. So what we are going to do, I'm going to copy these ones. Now, we are going to create this file. See this file here, wp-config.php. You create it inside here, upper. So normally, for Windows to create a file, you right click, then you go to, I think new, then file, you pick the txt one, then you give it the name, okay? So for Linux, I'll use the command. Let's say I change my directory to this root, say cd, it was var www SOAP. Then I want to create my file. So to create a file, I use that sudo touch, it was wp-config, then .php. I press enter, give a password. So this is our file, but it is locked, and that is why we were unable to write this particular folder. So what I'm going to do is to change the permissions here. So because it is my local machine, I'll give open permissions, which is, let's say sudo R is recursive, then sudo, then chmod, change mode, then we say R recursive. We give the permissions, then we select the SOAP. So we can now write it here. So I'll open it and copy this content here. I see this content we are seeing here. I copy all of them, I paste there, then save. So after saving, I can come down and rerun installation. So you see, it has gone through. So here now, I'm going to give the name of our site. So what is the name of our site? SOAP website. We give the username that we will use to log in with on WordPress admin site. So I give, let's say, admin, and also this one I just say admin for now, but confirm use of weak password. But when you are doing it for a live server, you need to give a stronger password, not this one here. Then you give an email, which you will use now for recovery in case of something, or as an admin email. Then search engine visibility. So these ones, we are not going to touch this now because this is part of digital marketing, which we will look at later. So from here, you click install and give it a moment. So it has installed successfully. WordPress has been installed successfully. We have a username and a password chosen. So we proceed to log in. So we give the username that we provided and password there. Let me just say, remember me for now. Then we say login. So we have already installed WordPress, and I can dismiss these ones. Now we have WordPress. So this is the admin dashboard. So immediately you complete installation of the WordPress, you will end up on a dashboard that looks like this. This dashboard has panels or some sections. Let me call them sections. Section 1 is the upper section here. So on this upper section, we have this part where you have the name of your site. So this is the one that you will be using to alternate between this dashboard and the main site. For example, if I move over here and click on this, it brings the public website. So this is what the public will be seeing. If you want to go back to the admin dashboard, you come here and click dashboard. So this is what you will alternate with. Then this one is for creating new posts, new media page, or new user. We'll cover these ones later. Then on this other part, we have the admin where you can, this is the name of the person who has logged in. We have edit profile where you can edit the profile of the admin, and all these you can even choose theme color, all your preferred theme color. So let me just say I want to use coffee because I prefer coffee. No, it doesn't look good. We go with the midnight. Let's go with the default. The default one looks nice. Then we have logout. So you can do this. But what you need to know that immediately we install a WordPress, the first thing you need to do is to come to settings here and make some adjustments. So this is where you can give the name of your site, you can edit it here, the language, whether you want to allow subscriptions. So all these we'll look at them. Whether you want to change email, the site links, you can also change. For example, if you developed your website, let's say on a different domain, and you are moving it to a different domain, this is where you will change all that. We will look at all those ones. Then the date format, how you want your dates to appear on the entire site, the time format, week starts on. So for example, if you're doing a website for guys for Seventh-day Adventist, their week normally starts on Sunday. So you will be able to set that without much. Let's just say our week starts on Sunday. Then that is general settings. So writing settings, these ones we won't change much here. So these ones are for emails. We'll look at emails later, how to configure emails. Then we have readings, where you want to choose which page should be the home page and which one should be the blog. Then we have the discussions. These ones also we'll look at them later. But the most important one is permalinks here. So permalinks, because I mentioned that currently search engine is, and not search engine, that digital marketing is key. So you need to choose the permalink that are search engine friendly or SEO friendly. Now, these links, if I can give an example, is, you see like this one here. This is what you are setting here. So if you choose here, let's say this, that means all your links will be given numbers depending on the page number. So for example, here, we could be having something like that. Then we have maybe 146, 136. So you see this one, it's quite not so search engine friendly. So if you choose, for example, this one, it will pick date, also not good. And this one. So the one that I normally recommend to use is post name. So you select this, which means that your site links will be just like this. So itachukua to page name and the domain page name, and that. So after that, you save. Now, after you save, you can now start customizing your WordPress website, but we have already completed installation up to there. So I don't know if you guys have any question up to there on WordPress installation. Any question?
Yes, net yangu ili drop kidogo hapo kwa nini. After sikuona penye ulitoa the nini, the HT docs ile ya nini ya nini ya Windows iko kwa C, alafu sijui kama nimeweza
Umemanage kuinstall?
Sijamanage, nimeacha tu nimeidownload after nimeirename alafu nikapotea.
Let me see. For Windows, I don't have a Windows machine. Alan?
Can I share like we see how like ama ni hapa nikiwa kwa C program files 86
Alan?
Ama nafungua XAMPP naenda MySQL.
Alan, are you connected?
Nakusikia.
Iko kwa XAMPP.
Where is the location of the HTML directory in Windows that
Iko kwa
XAMPP?
Inakuwa kwa XAMPP. Umefungua?
XAMPP.
XAMPP umeona htdocs?
htdocs.
Nini kwa hapo kwa hiyo htdocs hapo ndo naweka file zako.
So you place it there.
Na paste your soap.
Hapo.
Okay.
Yeah,
so ukienda kutype ile 128.0.127.0.1 inaangalia kwa hiyo directory kama ni Windows.
What about WAMP?
Sawa.
I think it's the same for WAMP and XAMPP.
No, WAMP is I think different. WAMP has an HTML directory.
Kwa
WAMP is on www then HTML.
Lakini kama ni XAMPP unaweka kwa htdocs.
Great. So any other question, members?
Hello.
Have we all been able to download and install WordPress on our local machines? Gideon, have you managed? Hey guys, you need to be talking because after this we are going to the customization part. And if you have not installed this particular thing, then we will be doing zero work. Because for us, we already know them. So it's good to confirm whether all of us have been able to proceed up to where we are. Vincent. Vincent, have you managed to install it? Tom?
Yes, Mike.
Yes, yes.
WordPress already nilikuwa nayo.
Umeinstall?
Yeah, already iko kwa mashine.
Great. Kevin? Moses?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, I managed to, okay, I didn't use the XAMPP. I first installed my WAMP.
Yes.
And then now my WordPress, I've tried downloading it like twice, but when it gets to 98, then it jumps off. So I don't know what would be the problem.
Maybe you can just try later on, then you share in case of anything, you can just type in the group. I'll be able to respond there.
Okay.
Yeah. John Mwadime, have you managed? Manager?
Yes, yes. Mimi niko sasa niko hapo kwa nini? Copy paste hapo kwa HT.docs. Sasa
So once you are there, what you do?
yes.
Utaenda kwa browser.
Uh-huh.
Then type localhost. Si ulikuwa umerename ulipea jina?
So
enda kwa localhost alafu weke / then the name yenye ulipea. After that you press enter. It will give you the installation steps there. Yeah. So after that you will just proceed. So I believe all of us have been able to do that, and I want to stop at that so that the rest who have not managed to install it can install. Then in our next lesson now we will do customization. We'll see how to deal with plugins, the themes, we change colors, logos, and all that, and make our site more user-friendly. So if there is no question, I think we can stop at that. And thank you guys for joining.
I do have a question.
Yes, yes, Jackson.
Okay, so mine, I had pre-installed XAMPP, but now I've seen you've downloaded WordPress. After that, I don't know where you went after downloading WordPress.
Okay, after downloading WordPress, what you do is here. This is the WordPress that we have downloaded, okay?
Yes.
So you unzip it, you click, then extract, okay?
Okay.
So once you extract, it comes here. And if you open it, there is, you see these ones here?
Yeah, I can see that.
So you just move one step back, then you rename this one. You give it the name of your website. So if your website was XYZ company, you can call it XYZ company. Then once you rename it, you copy this. So on XAMPP, you will go to HT.docs.
So it's like we are creating that WordPress. We change it to a folder. It's like a folder.
No, it comes as a folder. So
Oh, okay.
that folder is what you rename to your website, to the name of
Oh.
the site you want to build.
Okay, I think I'm cool from there.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Great.
Hakuna mahali eti tunaanzisha hizo server like we start XAMPP kitu kama hiyo.
No, you have to start XAMPP before you go to browser to run it. So you just, if you click on the XAMPP icon on your desktop, it will bring those options of starting MySQL, starting Apache, and my PHP my admin. Okay. Sawa. Great. So I think we can, or there is another question.
So, Michael.
Yes, Kevin.
Mine, I've just completed installing the XAMPP.
Yes.
So after installation, now after it has opened, we go to the browser and download the WordPress.
Yeah, you will download the WordPress, then you follow the steps that I was explaining. But before that, you will need to start services. So on the XAMPP icon.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, on the XAMPP icon, you just double click on it. Then it will bring a window where you have the PHP MyAdmin, the MySQL, the Apache server. You could just click start all of them. Okay.
You start all of them.
Yeah, you start MySQL, you start Apache and the PHP MyAdmin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great. Any other question?
Michael?
Yes, Edwin.
I was asking if you could share the screen recording for further review.
It's okay. I'll try to upload it on YouTube and share link.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Any other question?
Michael?
Vincent?
Yes, I came a bit late.
Yes.
So I was asking if you had the procedures of the group, the way we are going to work, maybe sikusikia hapo or something venye mlianza. I was later.
Oh, okay. So which part exactly?
Okay, like for example, have you formed a group or WhatsApp group ama the time procedure utakuwa unatumia?
Yeah, for weekdays, our trainings will be from 7 p.m. Kenyan time.
Yeah.
To 8.
Okay.
That is on Monday and Wednesday. So we will be having trainings on Monday, Wednesday, then also Saturday. So for Saturday, it starts at, I think that's at 3. Was it at 3? At 2.
At 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, I have a question.
Yes, Gideon.
I was asking, my XAMPP, I installed it and it didn't open. It doesn't show a folder on the desk. So I thought it went to the local disk, but it's not there also. So I don't think it's installed.
Have you installed?
Yes, I've installed it, but
no, it doesn't show. It doesn't show a folder. It shows an icon. So what you do if you are not seeing it, if you have installed, I don't know whether you just downloaded or you installed, but if you installed on Windows, if you go to the start button, start icon, and type XAMPP on that search, you'll be able to see XAMPP and just click on it and start the services.
Okay, thank you.
But if you want to install, you just go to downloads, you will find it there. Then you double click and install. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I think there's no any other question. We can stop at that. Then we meet again on Wednesday. Thank you all for attending.
Oh, thank you too. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
David, you wanted to say something? I'm seeing David's hand is up. Okay, I think it was a mistake. So guys, you guys have a good night. And see you on Wednesday. You can be asking questions in the group.
Okay, thank you very much.